I'm up in Ubud in Bali, and I'm with Amanda.
Hi everyone.
And this is my journey towards gut health.
Yeah, actually I saw your post on Instagram about having your staph infection and you're in hospital being fed IV antibiotics. And I know personally how hardcore antibiotics are for the gut. So I reached out to Jason and I suggested to get onto some fermented foods.
People don't know that I got staph infection in Bali, and over a course of 6 months, I took horrendous amounts of antibiotics.
That's why I empathise with Jason's situation, because that was also how I got super sick when I was maybe late 30s with too much antibiotics, which literally killed all my gut bacteria and ended up giving me leaky gut. And I then realized that Western medicine actually wasn't helping me. I was actually getting worse, and I kept going back to the doctor and the symptoms kept getting worse. And my doctor eventually said to me, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do for you anymore. So it was like, wow, I'm on my own. I need to learn how to heal this myself. And that's when I went on the holistic healing journey and learned about how important gut health is. And that's also when I started the Raw Food Kitchen and realized how powerful just knowing a few simple healing protocols, because our bodies have an innate healing ability. You just need to give it the right tools and environment for it to heal, which is when, you know, when I saw Jason's situation, I was like, wow, you really need some help here. Yeah. And getting into the, you know, the probiotics and healing your gut and eating well and learning all those tools is the key to naturally healing, getting your gut health back to how it should be. Being more educated around what's important for gut healing. A lot of people don't know that.
It's hard to carry all these supplements around. However, it's not hard to source a fermented product.
No. Or make your own.
Or make your own, yeah. For sure. Another thing I've learned too is how important the gut is to the brain.
Yes.
We're hearing that a lot.
Yeah.
And what I've got out of it is that there's like over 1 trillion bacteria in our body.
Probably 100 trillion.
Probably 100 trillion,
yeah.
Sorry, yeah. They say it, if you weighed the bacteria in our body, it actually weighs more than our brain,
yeah.
And it has just as much important factor as our brain.
100%. We're actually more bacteria than human cells. So
that's insane.
Yeah, it totally makes sense that we need to start paying some attention to that bacteria, because it actually is what drives us. It regulates our mood, our immunity,
obesity, heart attacks,
even down to the types of cravings that you have can be based on the type of bacteria you have in your gut.
I think people are just starting to realize how important the gut is. They hear about it, but they don't know how easy it is to fix.
Yes.
Yet it's $100 million a year supplement industry.
Yeah.
And we're taking probiotics in capsule forms, which cost a lot of money, and you could actually simply ferment something in a simple 24 hours to a week.
At home.
Amanda's got some fermented kits which she's bringing out, which she did bring out, and they sold out straight away. So she's improved them a little bit more, and they're going to be in production soon. So with the recipe and tutorials, with her Instagram, which you'll see in my bio,
the Raw Food Kitchen. The
Raw Food Kitchen. She will be able to educate you how to do it at home with these simple kits that are self-timers, self-ventilators. And with her recipes. Fail safe.
Great for people who want to get into this, who want to nurture their gut health, who want to be feeling better every day with fermented foods. It's a no-brainer type of kit, so you can do this type of fermentation and not worry if it's going to go moldy or if it's done right or if the smell's right or anything like that. So it takes the guesswork out of it.
90% of our goods in the supermarket have preservatives or pesticides.
Yep.
And
lots of numbers and fillers.
Totally. We need to work with our bacteria. And if we put food into our bodies and produce good bacteria, we're mutually working with our body to produce a better outcome. Yeah. Which, as we talked about, obesity, heart attacks, depression.
Yeah. Probably for me, not looking after your gut is probably the first stepping stone to disease later on in life. I think the seat of all health begins in your gut. Trust me, I know what it's like because I've been there. I've been through that healing journey, having an imbalanced gut, and I'm sure you have as well with your staph infection and the antibiotics. The stressful lives we live actually depletes the good bacteria, so we need to be replenishing on a daily basis, and that means not just a probiotic capsule, it means something that gives you a huge amount of good bacteria and a broad range of bacteria as well to really help keep that colony strong in your gut. The supplements can actually be really low quality. A lot of them these days now are literally just filled with fillers, just like the stuff that you get in the supermarket, all that crappy fake food. They're now doing that with the supplement industry. So I guess what our message is really about is getting back to real whole foods to give you optimal health, and rather than relying on supplements as the number one go-to.
Well, I think the crutch of all this conversation is it is so cheap and easy to find a probiotic or protect your bacteria yourself without relying on a high-cost item like supplements. And I've found that through the requirement of that, through what I went through. You found it, I've met you, you're teaching me. And with your kits you're putting out that are allowing me to travel with my sauerkraut or my kimchi.
Make it wherever you land.
You could go out to any supermarket in America or Australia or anywhere globally and choose to buy these cheap vegetables and come home and set your recipes as you're going to show everyone and know that that's all you have to do.
If you're really wanting to get on your health journey, and obviously starting with gut health is number one, but just start with something basic and simple like we're suggesting, you know, like choosing to learn how to do one fermented recipe. Food manufacturers are really not interested in your health. They're interested in putting out a profitable product. So they're going to be using low-cost ingredients.
And I'm going to keep learning. And when the kits come out, we'll do a cooking session.
We'll share some recipes with you.
Or preparation, we should call it. Preparation session. And share those, and definitely your book and your website and your Instagram.
And how to get started as well. It's just so simple and so easy, and I think that's what we want to showcase to you guys, is that anyone can do it.
Thanks for the journey, guys. Bye.
Bye.